got to work harder to get there. So for me, that's what I live by. I want to push barriers, so if you want to be as great as me, you have to work extra hard to get there. That's the way I look at things. So that's why my record will stand that long, and I think it's going to stay there for a while.
The first time you broke a record, what were you thinking? You're like, yeah, or you're like, whoa, really? Where did that come from?
Yeah, actually, my first world record was in New York. It was my first time running a 100 meter against Tyson Gay. And for me, going to the race, it was all about the competition, because I live for competition. I like to compete against the best. So when I went there, I wasn't thinking about world records. All I wanted to do was to win. And I remember after I won, I was celebrating, and I was on the backstretch, and I heard the announcer said, "Oh, it's a new world record," and I'm like, what? I wasn't sure. So for me, it caught me off guard, but I was proud and I did well.
Which of the two records is the one that you think you can most challenge looking ahead?
The 200 meters, definitely. I think there's room for improvement over the years. I think it's a lot more technical, and I think I have room for improvement. So in the upcoming years, I'm going to really work towards trying to run fast over 200 meters, and I think while pushing myself over 200 meters will help me to attack the 100 meters also.
Let's talk about Beijing. When you won, there's that fantastic, memorable image, almost iconic now, of you kissing your gold Puma spikes. Where are those spikes now?
I'm not going to tell you.
Oh, come on.
I feel you're up to something.
No, I'm just a very nosy presenter.
Listen, next thing I tell you, they write in the paper, then we'll have people trying to break into the spot.
Sure.
I don't want that.
All right. For security reasons, we'll move on.
Exactly.
I understand your point.
Reasons.
Let's talk about your favorite race memory. Is there one that really stands out in your mind?
Surprisingly, a lot of people think it was when I was professional, I would pick one of those races, but the greatest race memory for me was when I was 15, running the World Juniors in front of my home crowd in Jamaica. When I won, for me, that was one of the greatest times of my life. It was wonderful, the energy was different, so that's my greatest race moment ever.
That's pretty special. 15 years old, still young, still hungry, and you still remember that, given all that you've done.
I'm still young.
You're still young, I beg your pardon, super young. You know, I don't know, 30's just around the corner. Let's talk about this story. Your coach, Glenn Mills, he got mad at you in Beijing. He knew you could run faster during that 100-meter race. Talk to us about that relationship. Is it father-son? Does he really annoy you sometimes, but it's a great annoying?
No, it's not annoying. My coach just always wants me to do my best. And for me, when he was saying, why didn't you run through the line, I was like, listen, I saw I was going to win, and I was just happy. I was just really happy. I wasn't thinking about anything else. I was just really happy because I'd worked so hard through the season to get here. And when you feel that joy, when you see all of your accomplishments coming through after all that hard work, it means so much. So for me, it was just a brilliant feeling. Wonderful.
Looking ahead, what comes next for you after Rio?
Well, I'm going to do one more season after Rio, and then I've always said I wanted to try to play football, so I think I might try to do that. I don't know how good that will be, but we'll see.
And a little bit of cricket apparently later on this afternoon. Yeah. One last question. Life for you away from the track. It's a different form of tracks. You're kind of a music DJ kind of guy. What's his passion about?
Well, I'm really into music. Over the years, I've always danced, and I used to go to the clubs a lot, and then I really got into DJing, so I bought all the equipment, so I practice at home and I have time off, and when I go to the club sometimes, if I know a DJ, I'll just spin a little bit just for fun, so I've just really been to music. It's just been a part of my life, and I really enjoy dancing and just having fun.
Are you good at it?
Yes.
Of course. Who am I asking, right? Is he going to say yes, so I could improve?
There's always room for improvement in every way, but I'm good.
He's good, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, I'm going to stop talking about these questions and get some questions in from Twitter, ladies and gentlemen. They've come in from all over the country. The hashtag was Catch Bolt. So let's begin by asking you one from PWN Star. If given an opportunity, Usain, what would the fastest man on the planet want to race against? Fast cars or cheetahs?
Well, for me, a cheetah I think would be cooler to try to compete against. That'd be kind of a great headline. Usain Bolt beats Cheetah.
Beats a cheetah. The next tweet comes in from Lizus. Are you excited to play cricket alongside You've Strong 12 today? And I've seen your Twitter page today, you know, challenging him, saying, are you ready, bro?
Listen, I'm ready. Listen, did you not see me get rid of Chris Gale? I am ready. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Oh.
You better watch out.
Yeah.
I'm going to embarrass him today.
You're going to embarrass him?
I'm going to embarrass him.
You're going to take him down in his own country?
For sure. That's what I'm saying.
You heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. Let's have I think, one more question from Twitter before I open up the floor to the questions. In a 100, from Poshin David, in a 100-meter race among cricketers, which cricketer would you place your money on?
Definitely not Chris Gale. Who would it be? That's a tough question. That's a really tough question. Oh God. Wow.
Is he at a loss for words? Perhaps.
Oh God, I can't remember his name. He's on the same team as Chris Gale. He's South African. No. De Villiers. I think De Villiers is proper quick. So
okay.
I'll go for De Villiers.
He's proper quick.
But Chris Gale is slow. I tell him all the time. Stop trying running. Keeps pulling his hamstrings. It's not a good look.
He is great at talking smack. Fantastic.
That's what I do.
I know, right? Who am I talking to? Let's see what you have to say to some runners in our midst. This is a special day for them. So we're going to pass the mic around. Let me just see who are... Okay, there we go. Do we have a mic with you over there? Okay.
Yeah, first and foremost, welcome Usain.
Thank you.
We all love you here in India. All right, my question to you is, you have already said that 200 meters you can go sub 19, but what about the 100 meters? For 9.58, whom do you see breaking that, or is it just that Usain only can break Usain's record?
For me, it's always a good thing to break your own records. But I think when I run, I always set goals to myself. And I think one of the goals that I want before I retire is to run sub 19. I think it would look good. It would be a milestone. It would be a stepping stone. So this is the reason I've always wanted to run sub 19. That's why I'm so focused on the 200 meters, because from I was 15, I've always run the 200 meters, and it's become my favorite event over the years.